From the internet to the streets, a new generation of activists are gathering force, creating real change from the ground up. Activators at the heart of this global movement, tracking those demanding freedom, democracy and justice. This week, Boniface Mwangi, an award-winning photojournalist in Kenya, steps out from behind his camera to fight political corruption.
All right, but yeah, let's go, bro. Don't lose time.
I'm still worried about the better.
Okay, I mean,
because if we project it,
it's going to be much easier.
We're gonna see how it fits on the wall.
We're trying to improvise. This is our first graffiti, and we're very disorganized. We want to be as quick as possible, and since it's an illegal thing, we have a challenge. We only have one ladder for 5 people, so I'm ready to call the carpenter. Unajua kufanya scaffolding?
We don't have time. We're already here. Let's just go ahead.
Even if you have one ladder, we have to use it.
Still have to do the.
Cheers to the teapot.
Go, go, go!
Yeah. Exponential potential.
There's adrenaline and there's nervousness. Kenya is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, but Kenyans are cowards. We complain a lot about corruption, impunity, land grabbing, but we do nothing about it. So we left our comfort zone, came here to break the law and tell the truth. And the vulture had become bigger, the knee is much bigger than the head.
Okay,
Can you have the vulture much bigger, more prominent? The story about Kenya, we have a vulture who are the members of parliament. They are gluttonous. They feed on our taxes. They rape our mothers. They grab our land. So we're using art to tell them, we know who you are, we know you guys are thugs, and we're fighting back to reclaim our country. I thought I was brave, but these guys, man, they are real. They're so real, yeah.
Well, the whole idea is to awaken people's minds in this particular project, especially the youth, because the youth nowadays relate to this urban art.
People are scared of art, and here's what art can do, man. So we use it because it's a weapon to speak to the country and to speak to the bigger people, lead the country.
But you want us that part of 63, 9 years, man.
We'll write it down here. It should be visible.
Since 1963, we have had crooks in parliament. Now we have a chance in 2012 to change that. If you vote for the same crooks, it's up to you. But it's our future you're voting for.
It's a dream come true. This is revolution.
No, I'll come tomorrow about 10 a.m. to see how it looks like.
People are going to wake up and see this artwork, hit them on the face like boom.
Sounds like imagine new face of Kenya. Now this is the current Kenya.
Another chaos in Kenya.
This guy is speaking the truth, but why is the plain truth?
Yeah, but the idiots is still voting for me.
We are the idiots.
We are the idiots, meaning.
Idiots are voters.
Yeah.
After the first mural, I was approached by some politicians and they said, oh, let's work together. My candidate represents change. We're going to give you money. You have a future. You have kids. We can give you money. And then I said no. Then there was a threat that failure to work with us, there will be trouble. A few days later, there was summons to the police. And so what I did, I went online and organized guys to come to the police station. We all did it, so you can't arrest one person. After all, I can't even draw graffiti. That's the truth. Our country applies the law selectively. If you're weak, if you're poor, they'll come in full force. If you're rich and you have stolen so much money, they offer you protection. There have been a lot of politicians doing graffiti in the city, painting the city with these slogans like the Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta, but I was the only person who was summoned.
Sasa tu walikam
hii time ilikuwa sad, lakini nabaki tu umefanya story. Wewe ulikuwa na feel aje ukipiga zako?
Ilikuwa tough.
Wanakuja.
Unakaa unatokelezea, unaogopa, kuna ile uoga kwa roho. Maybe unakufanya job. Unapiga dikta zako unaishia. Nilikuwa nasema siogopi, lakini nilikuwa naogopa.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name's Uhuru Kenyatta.
Covering the violence, seeing what happened, and then seeing the country move on as if nothing happened, that was personal for me because I saw the violence firsthand. And then I went back to my normal job, and I'll be assigned to cover one of those crooks. And I'll just get mad. And I thought I couldn't live like that. I thought about suicide, I thought about many things. I said, instead of killing myself, why don't I quit my job? I realized that I had these powerful pictures that I had taken, that I could use a tool to bring the same anger that I wanted to get from Kenyans. And so that's how Picha Mtaani, which means street exhibition, was born. We took our pictures during the violence in the streets and finding ways to engage Kenyans to talk about those things.
Man is macheted here, still dead, and someone is beating him up in the church.
Yeah, the church, yeah.
Alafu watu wanakula pamoja na nyinyi mnabaki mnapigana ngome. Ngoja kwanza sikiza. Nipigania nini?
Kura ni yangu. Kura ni yangu. Kura ni yangu. Na mimi nimepiga. Na mimi nimepeleka. Tumeitwa. Utafanya nini?
Mimi nitafanya uwezo wangu nifunge barabara.
Huyu mwadhiriwa. Aliadhiriwa. Alipoteza, alitoka na ile nguo alikuwa amevaa kwa mwili. Akadoka nje. Yeye aliiba kura. Unajua alipigia nani kura? Unajua alipigia nani kura?
Unafanya kitu mtu akunyanyasa mpaka react.
But sikiza, una react. Mama yako akirepiwa machomo ama uliwe, mtu amereact, utasikiaje?
Ama ni kura.
Along the way, I realized actually healing is very important. We need to heal as a country. But if we heal and we vote back the same people, we're going to be in trouble.
You know, I hate being scared.
See, kemea that scary thing.
Yeah, it's good, man. Fear keeps you alive. Only the parents survive. Yeah. Fear keeps you alive.
The cowards live it long.
Live to understand.
We know they listen to our phones, as in they eavesdrop to our conversations. We know some of the emails that we write are read. So you have to be smarter than that.
Two things may happen. You may go there and do it well, it's a good response, or you may go there and get arrested. You should be very prepared for both. And dress warmly.
Dress warmly, yeah?
Yeah, in case you're going to spend the night on the police cells.
Toka barak za kalari jeshi. Barindo. Hiyo.
Is that chicken or vulture?
Is that chicken or vulture? Ati ndo maana na pledge my loyalty to the commanding thieves of Kenya. Na nchi yetu tunaipenda, tuwe tayari kulinda, tuwe tayari kuiba, na tukumbuke kupledge our loyalty to the commanding thieves of Kenya. And we shim a blood clot to the artery. To artery, yendo utarget souls za watu na style ya artery. Hata artery, expose all my asha before they leave with the offering. Offer me, beat your Quincy and I'll try fight democratic robber. Because when you rob.
So these are some of the challenges that you face working at night.
Poverty ndo imelead robbers kukimbia parliament na scam disorderly. Obviously, and of course that means watakuwa kitu rob normally. Parliament iko na environment ya disco. Jota speaker jai speak soberly. They still eat government cake.
You know, every time they throw a challenge at us, we see how can we overcome the challenge. So in another maybe 2-3 weeks, we're working something new that they can't beat. So watch this space. The graffiti is more radical. It's more confrontational on your face. On the other hand, the Picture Mtani exhibition is more reconciliation. They're telling guys, man, we need to vote wisely and we need to heal as a country. So they are two, they complement each other. And Naivasha is the epicenter of the violence. And so we had a lot of revenge attacks in Naivasha. Naivasha is very cosmopolitan with many communities living together, but the peace is very fragile. Any tribal rhetoric from the politicians, something else would happen. And so we thought having an exhibition in Naivasha would give guys a chance to talk.
Kama ameonja hiyo utapeleka. Na unajua sheria ya nchi za Kiafrika haichungaji wale wakubwa. Unajua
wakati mambo yatakapokuwa mzuri ni wakati ule watu watakuja kujikana wenyewe. Unajua ukija kujikana wenyewe ama ukubali kuwa wewe ni Mkenya, siku hiyo ndio siku Kenya hii itakuwa na amani.
So the guy has been sent to come and see us so that we close down. That guy. So we need to talk to him.
But if you have permits, why should you close down?
We saw the OCPD. We spoke to the DC.
Habari yako boss?
Nzuri.
Naitwa Mwangi.
Yeah.
Irene.
Now, DC amesema the exercise stops immediately. But it is also sensitive. Mimi najua ni nini inawapiga. Ni picha za president ambaye
gani? No. Hiyo ni ya kitambo. This has been.
Lakini ziko picha president pale na Raila.
Eh.
Hiyo kitu imeenda mbali sana.
But the thing is, if you have a, you know, we're here, we have a permit to be here. That is number one. Number two,
Permit mlipewa na nani?
Tuli apply tukambao tukapatiwa go ahead.
Na DC.
Na DC.
DC, that's what I'm saying. What have even mentioned in the name? All of them.
Kuna issues ambazo polisi kama hizo zinaitikisa. Hawajazisolve na wanasema
wamefunga dumu.
No. Kitu itafungwa mara moja bila katasi. We. Nimepaka wengi hata mtu atashika moja moja.
So they have two orders. Whether remove the pictures or they do it themselves. Unless they use force to remove us, we're not going to move from this space.
There's something that you feel is really wrong about this thing. Let us know exactly who's saying it is wrong, so you can be able to follow. You can't just come around and tell yourself that you are representing Kenya. We are in a new constitutional dispensation.
You don't even have a written order.
I'm saying, how do you know they are police officers?
Where do you
I'm saying...
No, Budama. You know, how can they give you permission one day, then the following day they cancel the same permission, as in you have all the permits to be here? So they're not breaking the law, but they're shutting us down. Yeah. They have no legal mandate to do this.
We've been closed down. We've been shut down. For me, it is very, very personal. In 2007, when the violence erupted, I had a 2-month-old baby. And I thought, how far or how fast can I run with my baby? And I'm thinking, how many women do we have in Kenya who have babies and who are 2-month-old baby and who are pregnant? And they could not run. They could not save their little ones. But I thought I have an opportunity to unite, to say yes to peace, and my child might survive. When we are shut down, I completely worry. And you know why? If the same forces can afford to say, you can't see the photos, the next time they shall make a decision for Naivasha. That is my worry. I worry.
This is Bury the Vulture with Your Vote. Well, it's a message to all those people who have been involved with all these atrocities and stuff like this.
And I'm loving this job.
It's scary. I've never seen so many coffins in one place, in one backyard. It's really scary.
I feel like there might be a misinterpretation that we actually want the vulture in the casket. That we are saying we want that MP inside here, that kill him, let him die. I know it's not the usual casket, but what we are burying is not the MP, it's not the vulture, it's the sins and the evils and all those bad things that we are burying.
Our action is not about even the masses. It's the act of courage, that boldness, that, you know what, we can do something.
Are you ready?
Yeah. For what? The revolution won't happen in Nairobi alone or in my house alone. It needs to happen across the country. So we need more people believing in what we're trying to do. The worst scenario is they arrest us before we reach the destination, which means they pound the truck with the coffins. And the best scenario is that we deliver the coffins at Parliament. And at the same time, that Kenyans understand the message. The message is not hate, it's peace. What we want is a different kind of leadership.
Kenyans are cowards. Even the driver who is carrying the coffins is scared.
We are always scared.
People are very afraid. They need to stop fearing.
Everybody is usually afraid.
Yeah, I can see a crowd of people. But we need more people, we need numbers, man. Nairobi has 4 million people. It's important that they show up so it doesn't become like a one-man show. There's no people's movement with one person.
I'm here because I don't want impunity again.
Just a peaceful mass demonstration of love of our nation. We are calling it ballot revolution.
For the last 49 years, there have been so many scandals. And we put them in a piece of art. We are going to do a procession, and we're going to deliver the piece of art to Parliament and tell them their time is up, and it's time for change. Kwa sababu, tukipigana hawa wapigani, tukichomea manyumba hawa wachomea manyumba, watoto wao walali nje, sasa ni wakati wetu wa kuongea. Tusiogope.
Bury the vulture!
The Kenyan middle class is very disconnected for the need of self-protection because they have mortgages to pay, they have car loans, they have an image to protect, they don't get involved in activism or political activism, so to speak. But there's a small change, and for the first time in my life, I saw middle-class guys coming to the streets with their sunglasses and iPods and iPads, and I was, wow, I was actually surprised.
Let's go slowly. Ngoja. Sio mwana bunge anatoka. Adoni juu wa bunge.
Tunaingia ndani sisi.
Adongi ndani, hawezi ingia ndani ya bunge.
Hiyo katiba wameharibu. Lazima ukweli patikane leo.
Wote kalala ya kusema haki yetu. Hakuna mambo ya haki yetu. Hakuna haki yetu. Kura ni haki yetu, kupiga kura tupeleke nyumbani.
Change laws of gravity.
Don't throw the coffee.
We are done of impunity.
Done with you. Tunakuja, tunaziachapa kwa mlango, watachukua. Tusirushe, hakuna fujo. Dawa yao ni kura yetu. Tusipate sababu ya kusema si ni hooligans ama we are violent. We want peace and a peaceful ballot revolution.
I changed my life mantra. Before, my mantra was I see life through the lens of my camera. Now my life mantra is I live my life to make a difference. And that's what I strive to do every single day.
It's very bad. These are political assassinations. Scandals.
They cannot even respect the Constitution. That is the main reason as to why the Constitution is the supreme law.
Because we came in peace, let's live in peace.
And there's a possibility you may be disappointed that after all the work that you're going to do, nothing may happen. We shouldn't lose hope because change doesn't come overnight. So maybe what I'm doing today will be accomplished by my son, but my prayer is that may happen sooner than later.